We are determined to destroy ourselves.
I remember in the Swarm, they said about how intelligence isn't the very best survival something.
Right. No, it's not. It's not. Because they always try to do that. They always try to breed. Okay, it's always, let's breed the best. Even in apocalyptic movies, they always have the same idea. We'll take all the doctors and all the brainiacs of the world and we'll make them breed. You know what I mean? To make them better human beings. Like they did that movie, Voyagers. But you can't change our nature though.
Yeah,
and that's what the problem is. That's where it lies, is that if you don't change the very nature of something, eventually that nature is going to come out. It doesn't matter how intelligent you are. It's going to come out. That's what you have to reteach. You know what I mean? Is that we can't let our nature take over like we always do that. You know what I mean? But that's what you teach. And you can't breathe that way. You have to teach people not to behave in certain ways and have to not to, it's something that's learned.
You have to make sure that could prevent those behaviors.
Exactly. Like that's like what the movie Voyagers is about. They needed to save the human race. But they needed to survey a planet. But it takes 85 years to get there. And so they basically test babies that were the best of the best. Genetically the best of the best and all that kind of stuff. Made them in a lab. You know what I mean? Never let them see the outside world. Okay? So they never saw... They always were where they were at. The only ones they saw were one another. They've never seen the outside world, so there was nothing to miss. You know what I mean? Never felt rain. Never like none of that stuff. And then they raised them all in outer space because it would be their grandparents their grandchildren that would reach the planet.
Links, my favorite.
Yeah, their grandchildren would reach the planet, but. What they were doing was they were giving them.
Look at it.
Have you seen it?
Some.
Oh, you might want to watch that.
They.
Well, anyways, they would take the stuff every day, and the stuff makes them docile. It keeps impulse control so that when they breed,
they won't be stupid about it, or
right? They will, because they have to think about food rations and stuff like that. So you can't just be straight up fucking like all day long, you know. So they wanted them to breed, but for the sake of saving the human race. So they would. Oh, stop it, GG. Jesus. Like not
last
control.
time.
It was like they wouldn't experience pleasure and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So they would keep their eye on the prize, not overpopulate.
When?
But it's a lot about nature. Again, like what the nature of people and human beings. So you can do all that, but then what happens to every kid when they become a teenager?
Look.
You can give them medicine, all that kind of stuff, but curiosity is part of our nature.
It's like dogs, and like for all the years they've been domesticated, but they still have their predator instinct.
Absolutely, absolutely, and as long as they've been domesticated and so very far removed from wolves, you know what I mean? So very far removed from them.
There.
But still, when something flies, their impulse control is really hard to stop them from going after whatever just shot past them. It's squirrel, you know what I mean? Like things like that, and it's. But they can't be taught to not act on those impulses. But that's